Alright, for those of you who got one of these for yourself or your kid for Christmas, you may find that one of the more annoying features of the Jetson Rogue is that it beeps constantly when you get up to full speed, and it won't stop beeping until you slow down. My son opened this up this morning, Christmas morning, and rode it for about 20 minutes, and that was enough time for me to be completely annoyed with that feature. So I decided to attempt to disable the sound. I figured it out, so I thought I would do a quick video on how to do it. I will warn you though, it's pretty much a permanent modification. Once you make that modification, it's not like you can just plug in the speaker again. You're going to have to solder it back onto the motherboard. So if that scares you, you may not want to do this, but I'll show you what to do. It's actually a very quick process, and hopefully this will help you out if you're as annoyed as I was. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is get a Phillips screwdriver and remove the six screws that hold this in place. You don't need to remove both sides, only the side that has the power button. And you can tell which side has the speaker, not only because it has the power button, but you can see the holes right here. That's the side that you need to remove. So we are going to remove those screws. All right, once you get the screws loosened, you gotta loosen them all the way. Okay, stop it. So once you get the screws removed, just gently lift off this cover. Be careful because there are wires connecting to the light, the power button, and the plug-in. So now what you see inside is the motherboard and all the wiring going to the other side. And what you're looking for on the motherboard, I've actually removed it from mine, but it's just kind of laying there for right now, is this little black piece. Let me see the phone. So I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. Right there, the little cylinder that has the positive sign, the plus sign on top. It's really the only thing on the motherboard that looks even remotely like a speaker. There's a little hole on top, and if you look down inside of it, you can see kind of metal. So as you're looking down from the wheel side towards the motherboard, it's actually on the left side towards the bottom next to these two plugs here and here. Okay, it's this piece right here that we're going to remove. Now I've already removed mine, so it's going to pop off. It's not even attached really, but what I did is I took a pair of needle nose pliers, and it was on there really tight, and I just gently rocked it back and forth, loosening it up, and then pulled straight up on it. And what you can see here is that it actually broke the solder. Let's see if I can point it out without poking the motherboard here. Right there, those 2 points here and here. Basically, it just broke the solder on those 2 spots without damaging anything else on the motherboard. And once you do that, you can hit the power button, and you'll see, I'll show you, power button. It lights up. Normally you'd hear a beep when that happens. You'll just have to trust me when I say it no longer has sound at all. My son just took it outside, rode it up and down the street at max speed, no beeping at all, and it seems to have not negatively impacted anything else. The only thing that I thought about after the fact is if there are any warning beeps, things having to do with malfunctions or whatever, you won't hear those, but you'll still see the lights blinking. So hopefully that helps you out if you were annoyed by the beeping like I was. Pop that little guy off. Not even sure what it is, but it's just basically a little speaker. This is what the back side of it looks like. You can see the two solder points where they broke off. But that's the piece. Once you get that off of there, no more beeping, and you can ride it basically silently. Enjoy.